Hi everyone! Today I would like to show a demo on how I use variant switch Blender add-on to help with my design workflow. We will focus on material switcher in this session to see how it helps us explore color and material options more efficiently. So color and material can play a very important role in the design, and different combination of colors and materials can give totally different mood and vibes to our product. Here I will use one of my furniture design as an example to find out how material switcher can streamline our process when picking the color and materials. First, I picked a couple materials I would like to test on the product. This design has three main parts: stool cushion, stool body, and inner shelf. I found two materials I would like to try for the cushion part, and 5 materials for the body, and 2 materials for the shelf. The goal is to see how this add-on can help us find out our favorite color combinations efficiently. Once Blender is opened, you can find the Material Switcher tab in the sidebar here. If you want to learn how to install this add-on and find out more detailed features about this add-on, click the link video to go to that tutorial. Once you have the add-on tab open, you'll see main interface like this one. Let's start by adding a new material group and name it stool body. Then, let's select the stool body object and assign it to this group. And click Add Material Row to give 5 different material rows, which will allow us to assign 5 different materials to test on the stool body. Here I chose 1 dark wood material, 1 green fabric, 1 green speckled plastic, light wood, and last one translucent plastic. After that, if we click the loop through, we'll say the different materials will be applied on the stool body. And you can also assign a hotkey to loop through the materials. In this case, I assign E, so when I press E, you'll see the color is switching on the stool body. And you can also give a hotkey for any of the materials in the material rows. In this case, I give Ctrl D for the dark wood option, and Ctrl E to the green fabric. You can see when I press Ctrl E, the color is switched to the green fabric. Then let's assign the cushion to a different group. Select the cushion object and assign it to the group. Here I would like to add 2 materials. The first one is like a light gray fabric, and the second one I want to try a green fabric. And now if you click loop through, you'll see the material on the cushion is changing. We can also assign a different hotkey here. I use Y. When I press Y, you can see the color is changing on the cushion. Now let's add another material group, which is the inner shelf, the detail parts. Here I have 2 objects for that part. Select both of that and then assign select 2 objects to the group. And now I will assign 2 different materials for this one. The first one is just the white plastic, and the second one I want to maybe try a rose gold. And when I click loop through, you'll see different materials are applied on those parts. And also assign a hotkey U for this one, and then press U can quickly change between the 2 different materials. Now I have it pretty much set up, so if I press different hotkeys, which are E, Y, U, it will change materials for these 3 different parts. So it will allow me to quickly visualize the effects of different materials rather than going into each object's material tab and slowly switch materials from there. And overall, it improves the efficiency of finding my favorite material combinations. Well, there's one thing I noticed. The white background doesn't really work for all those different color combinations. So we can also add a group for the background here. Maybe let's try 4 different background colors for 4 different color combinations here. So let's pick all these background surfaces and assign these objects to the group. Then let's add 4 different material rows for 4 different background colors. And once I press loop through, you will see the background colors are changing. Here I also assign a hotkey P, which can allow us to quickly loop through different background colors. Next step is I will try to set up a camera and try to render out some of the color combinations I like. The first one here, I kind of like this light wood color combination, and I think the white background works great for this. I will do 1 render for this color combination. Then let's switch the colors. and try some other combinations. Now I'm just trying to change materials for different parts to find out the second one I want to render it out. I think I like this setup with the dark green background, green fabric cushion, dark wood, and a little bit gold as a detail. This one is quite interesting to me as well, if the stool body is also the same material as a cushion, which is the green fabric. I think I'll render that one out as well, just as a variation. And for this backcoat plastic, I like to render it out in a light green background. And last one is the translucent version, and I want to use an orange background for that. Okay, I think I've picked my favorite 5 color combinations. I will just go ahead and render those out and share the results here. So here you can see the final results for all these 5 material combinations for this stool design. And that's it for today's demo. I hope this demo gives you a rough idea how it helps me streamline my design process when it comes for the material picking. Hope you find this add-on and demo helpful. Thank you everyone.